Haters, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's
Oh no, no, we have Welcome back to the Football Clinic. We're here after a long time of football, upsets, tears, drama, unbeaten runs, and we're here to first talk about the UCL semi-finalists. We'll talk about the games and what happened in those games over the two legs and our narratives towards the final. We have Bayern Munich who beat Arsenal. Thank you, Bayern Munich, by the way. Thank you for killing the hopes, for making this place quiet. And then we have Madrid for beating Manchester City, which was almost like the final. And we had Atletico coming out to BVB. And then PSG beating Barcelona in the comeback. No more remontada this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your take on the UCL semi-finals? How was on the quarterfinals first, and how did it play out for you in your narratives?
Where I go first or?
Okay, all right. Let me go first.
Yeah.
For me, this might not be like the greatest quarterfinals ever, but it's up there with the amount of upsets. I use upsets in quotes, in air quotes, because most of the favorites that a lot of people picked to go through, I think most of them went out. Atletico was picked to go through against Dortmund. Barca, after the first leg, was picked to go through. City were the favorite against you guys. We had Arsenal being favorite against Bayern, and all these teams went out. And it's about how the games played out. The first leg with Atletico winning against Dortmund, thinking it's going to be an easy, or not an easy game, but still a contesting game in the second leg, and Dortmund actually showed their class. Sabitzer being like clutch for them in that game, and PSG showing Barca that the fact that we lost in our home first doesn't mean that the tie is over. They beat them in their own backyard. And City, wow, Real Madrid showing why they have 14 Champions Leagues.
Exactly.
It's not about form; it's the mentality.
Yeah.
Before till the referee whistle that the game is over, the game isn't over.
Yeah.
And the kind of mentality that has been infused into the Madrid players, it showed on that field that they were willing to play for the badge, even when Nacho was like Carvajal was tired. It was so evident that he was tired. He was still putting himself on the line, trying to make sure that City wins this game. And with what's the other one, Bayern Arsenal, it showed that Arsenal's are kids. Their best team for a long period of time were not able to go over the line against a worse Bayern team for a period of time. It just showed that UCL is just not another match with a different league, name. It's a whole different world. It's a whole different
And
tournament.
before that game, Arsenal fans were like, pray for Bayern, pray for Bayern.
Pray
I'm
for
like,
Bayern. They talk too much.
I kind of believe them. I feel bad for believing Arsenal fans.
We prayed for Bayern.
True. And and God answered our prayers.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
For me, when it comes to Arsenal, I think they disappointed in many ways. I know from from a fan standpoint.
Yeah.
If I can get my words out. Kind of like Saka.
You have to limp.
I'm stumbling to the finish line. Like Saka. But I think they disappointed from a fan standpoint in the fact that they expected more at this stage. Your expectations change as the season goes.
True.
I feel like every Arsenal fan would say in the beginning of the season, quarterfinals.
They were saying semi-finals. If not, it is a disappointment.
Okay, I heard some
fans, the delusional ones.
You have the spectrum.
Yeah.
You have the ones. I think realistically, quarterfinals, good. But on the flip side, Champions League, you never know your draw.
Yeah.
So when you look at it with how good they are this season, quote unquote, they could actually finish with no trophy. But with how good they are, they technically had the easiest draw in the whole group stage. Was easy.
Yeah.
Round of
Porto.
16.
Okay, Porto is not the easiest team to beat,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
compared to the other teams,
Yeah.
Could have matched up with, yeah.
usually when you come from an easy route,
You get
straight away,
Yeah.
you get a big boy.
But they didn't.
But they didn't.
Yeah.
And the first time
They got a big boy.
they got a big boy.
In name, not even in with the team.
Yes.
Just the big boy
the
name.
Yeah. The
They
brand.
fumbled.
Yeah, they fumbled.
They fumbled.
So I think they underachieved in the Champions League for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe their fans would want to say differently, but no. When you look at it in totality, yes,
Yeah.
they did underachieve. Maybe you give them time. Next year,
Let's
for
see.
sure, they'll be in the Champions League, and
True.
Yeah.
they would have experienced. That's why always for me, I keep saying the Champions League is harder than the Premier League, simply because it's a one game
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, the Premier League, you can make a couple
One
of mistakes
and still come back.
and Norwich or Bournemouth can't punish you.
Yeah.
The quality in the Champions League is just too high.
Yeah.
So when you have one chance, that's the thing. The pressure is ramped up.
Yeah.
You know one chance kills the game. So
Yeah.
you want to score so bad, but they want to defend it so bad. You know
Yeah.
how important that moment is.
Yeah.
And the lights are bright and the fans are on you.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like they... Would it be fair to say they bottled
That-
it?
Okay, I
That
feel
game
that
is-
wouldn't be
that
bottling,
game
but they
is-
fumbled.
They fumbled. They fumbled. Yeah. They were supposed to.
Have you seen their new jersey?
No, I haven't.
It actually has a bottle in the middle.
I'll Google that one.
Please Google it.
I'll Google that.
We'll put it on IG for
Yeah,
everybody to
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Actually,
Take the
it has a
IG,
bottle.
yeah.
The designer was like, "This is you.
You.
Like, just
Actually,
own
This
it."
identity.
Yes, just own
Yeah.
it. at this
Actually, when I saw Arsenal versus Bayern, I was like, then how good is Leverkusen for beating this Bayern, exposing this Bayern team? Because when you see Leverkusen play, when they played against Bayern Munich, you are like, ooh, Bayern is really that bad, or
But
Leverkusen
yeah.
is really that good. So I expect Arsenal
To take advantage, yeah.
to like show us like, ooh, Bayern are like,
Right.
yeah.
So
So
for all the time, Bayern has been like.
I'm like, for all the time,
You
yeah.
expected them to give them 5.
I
Like,
expected them-
yeah.
Yeah, I expected them to give them 5-1. Like if Leverkusen is doing this, and I think Arsenal, playing wise, or especially when getting in front of goal, are as good as Leverkusen. But then, man, levels.
levels to it.
The Bayern were like, nah, not Arsenal. We cannot come out to Arsenal. And
You know, it makes me remember the Thomas Muller video when he got Arsenal and he's like, Kai Havertz.
so yeah, Arsenal with a disappointment. And then we had the City boys losing out in
Right.
penalties. Yeah, you know, Real Madrid. We knew heritage. Yeah.
Wait. What are your thoughts about Kevin De Bruyne and Kevin? What's it? I said Kevin Hart. Haaland saying that they want to be subbed.
That they were.
They were tired.
I
know there's a lot of conversation online about it, like they lack the mentality or whatever.
I would
Do you
say
think
say that, but also for Kevin De Bruyne mostly.
Yeah.
Maybe after missing the tapping that went over
Yeah.
over the bar, I think it got to him. Like in the moment, he's like,
Ain't no way.
you know, this moment
Okay.
is really missed, and Real Madrid, once you miss such moments, they come and punish you, and deja vu for Kevin De Bruyne. So he had to take himself out, you know.
Hey, no way.
What?
For me, that's
Okay.
all right. First, you don't get to this level
Yeah.
as a player by running away from the moment. And when I'm talking about level, I'm talking about the absolute best. If he's playing on the pitch, you know, right now the reason why he's not the best midfielder in the world is
Yeah.
because of availability.
Yeah.
That's the only problem.
That's true.
Without availability, including my favorite midfielder in the world, Rodri,
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne is just more class than Rodri.
True.
So, Kevin De Bruyne has been in big moments before. He has handled big moments before.
He's choked
Even
in
in
most
that
big
game,
moments.
even in that game, he was.
He's
like,
choked
pulling
in big
strings.
moments. He's
but
a choker.
he has handled big moments. Okay, the biggest moment in his football career was against
Champions
Brazil.
League. Okay, World Cup. Okay, World Cup. Okay,
Yeah,
World Cup. Okay.
and he scored the goal that technically took them to
Yeah.
the semifinals, right? And the first Champions League against Chelsea. I mean, if they're going to break your eye sockets, then I don't know
Yeah,
what
it
mentality
does- yeah.
you need to play that game.
The second one.
And in the second final, he got
choked.
injured again.
He
No,
got
he-
injured. He got injured.
He got
That's
injured
it.
again.
It's a
Yeah.
choker.
And Man City looked different
Yeah.
when he was in, Man City looked way better than Inter Milan.
Yeah.
When he left, they looked limited.
True.
Against Real Madrid, he has knocked out Real Madrid by himself.
That's true.
He has before. So we cannot make
Use
this
that
claim.
big, yeah.
He has knocked them out. Literally. He scored a penalty in Bernabeu, and then he scored a screamer where the ball only the net stopped the ball from moving, because if the goal was farther, it was gonna keep going, right? So that cannot be said about Kevin De Bruyne. And for me, I doubt whether, because the coach usually in these things has the last say.
Yeah.
So whatever Pep has said, because he wants to save face, he can say that, and he will
maybe he's lying, maybe he's
get
not.
away with
Yeah.
it. Kevin De Bruyne cannot say anything against that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same thing I remember during the World Cup. England got out via penalties.
Yeah.
Is it World Cup or Euros? Euros. Where they lost to Italy via penalty.
Euros penalty.
And Southgate said
finals.
chose the people to kick, right? And Southgate said that Grealish did not want to kick, and Grealish said, no, I wanted to kick and he did not pick me.
Yeah.
So usually players don't come back and say the opposite of the coach, because you know the repercussions that comes with it.
Yeah.
I don't believe for 1 second, as competitive as KDB is and as competitive as Haaland is. Look, these guys win trophies after look at their trophy cabinet.
Yeah.
These guys are winners. Look at Gundogan. It's just something like off topic.
Yeah.
But when Araujo makes a mistake, he comes out and calls him out like it is.
Yeah.
These guys are mentality warriors. They win not because they're just good players. They win because they have high mentality. Don't tell me with 8 minutes to go, KDB, who knows?
Who loves playing football so much?
And he is a penalty. He's a specialist with the dead ball.
Yeah.
Don't tell me he will look at the minutes and say, no, I cannot.
I can't hold
it's
on for 8 minutes. Yeah.
He can hold up for 8 minutes. If you tell me going into extra time, he said I was tired.
Yeah.
Okay. But you've played the whole time and there's only 8 minutes left. Listen, we have basically excused Pep for his blunder.
Yeah.
One, he took out Erling Haaland and gave away. Okay, in the game, Erling Haaland was not the best. He probably had like 2 good plays where he outmuscled his defender and passed the ball and everything. But the area of threat was always there, and therefore, in the box, they had the option of going down or going high.
Yeah.
Right. The moment he took him out and had Alvarez, because listen, we could talk about Madrid having the mentality and everything. They played Atletico Madrid football. Well, I thought they were wearing red and white that day. The way they sat back with 12 players.
Why the 12?
I don't know, linesmen, because they buy rest. So, like, they were there just sitting, and I get it. When you win, it looks like, you were brilliant.
Yeah.
If they lost that game, everybody would come.
Why did you sit
You
there?
came and you did not even want to play football because they dominated, especially in the second half. Real Madrid literally just gave the ball to Man City.
So you play with it.
And they were forced to do so. It's not like they gave it away. So some people would say Ancelotti made late changes or whatever, but they were completely, utterly dominated in that second half. So sometimes it goes your way. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Did they have clear chances to win that game? Yes. KDB, every day, twice on Sunday, puts that chance away.
True.
Right? He skies it after scoring a more difficult chance.
Yeah.
Phil Watergun Foden.
Yeah.
Right? Because ain't no way he should. I mean, he should stop that celebration because you have to do more before you can be shooting. Right? Or maybe he should go play for Arsenal, the Gunners, because then they always shoot blanks. Right? He had a chance in the box as well. He should have converted and he didn't. So if you look at the game, I think Pep made a mistake of taking them out.
Yeah.
Because you give Kovacic a PK. I've watched Kovacic for 4 years.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen him step up for PKs for Chelsea, let alone a bigger team in Man City. So for me, I think Pep has to own up to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we had the upset with Barcelona after Araujo, as you earlier said, got a red card which changed the tide of the game, and PSG went through. Yeah. What was your thought on that?
That was a schoolboy mistake. Like what Gundogan said. like if you feel like he has already beaten you, let him score. Like, and even it wasn't like it was an empty post. You have a goalkeeper, who could save it. Yeah, it's not a given. Yeah, the player could like miskick the ball.
Yeah, and the player himself is well known for missing good chances.
Exactly. So let him go. Put the pressure on the player. Don't tackle. Don't go down or don't try to foul him because you get a red card.
Yeah, but this game, it was more to show on how Barcelona tactically, some of their players let them down, especially when you talk about Cancelo.
Yeah.
Because it was all about defending.
True.
You keep the game. You are 2 goals up. Yeah. You keep the game tight. Make Paris desperate, and in the last minute maybe you have a counter or you just keep the ball. But they slept. Yeah.
It's the mature ones that's actually the kids.
The kids actually didn't put any.
Because even maybe I can't blame him too much. Ilkay Gundogan had a very good chance where he hit the outside of the post.
Yeah. But that you can't really.
No, I can't really. But the class of Ilkay Gundogan.
You expect better. Okay.
Yeah, I expect a little bit better. And the only mature one that's kind of like proved his worth, Rafinha, I gotta give him props for both legs. He was on it.
Yeah, that's
true. He was on it. But Araujo, I mean,
I don't understand why he did what he did.
He is a talented. You know, if he was playing in the Premier League, I feel like he would be getting these mad shouts.
Yeah. All this Gabriel, Saliba shouts.
He's good. No. I think Saliba is better than him. Saliba wouldn't do that.
The boys.
Saliba wouldn't do
different
that.
styles of defense.
Eric Van Dyer. You know Eric Van Dyer showed them class.
No,
that's Bayern and Arsenal.
Okay. No,
that's different, man.
Araujo is good. Araujo is really good.
Yeah,
but he's not better than Saliba.
Okay, at this point,
if Saliba played for any team other than Arsenal, if he played for Real Madrid, I think Saliba starts for every single team in the world.
Okay.
His IQ is mad. His athleticism is mad. And Araujo has better athleticism.
Yeah.
Yes. Slightly. Not even crazy. Yeah. Slightly. But then the IQ of Saliba is like, Saliba could play midfield.
But Araujo can also play left
all
back.
His passes. No, Araujo will only play right back when he's playing against Vinicius.
Because of the defensive
because of the defensive side, not because he will overlap. So whenever they do that, then Barcelona will not play very well on that. Like they will not have any overlap. Usually they will do that when they had Dembele who could take up that wide space and do. But Araujo's IQ, his passing is quite limited. Like that play right there just showed who he is. He's solely he reminds me of somebody we know. But you know, I don't want to say because people don't know who he is.
Yeah,
Abdul. But like, they're so athletically gifted, right?
Yeah,
that they rely on it
so much,
and that's Araujo. I feel like it's.
And then we go to Europa, where Atalanta are crushing dreams. I know America for the land of dreams, but this Atalanta is crushing dreams.
You know, there's Atlanta. And then there's
Atalanta. I'm like, what's happening here? 3-0 first leg, and then I'm like, what's happening to the club parade? The treble, the treble dreams,
the
mentality monsters. What's happening? And you see, they washed Salah.
They benched him last game. You know,
we'll not talk much.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wishy.
Come on, let him go first. What do you mean? Come on.
No. Come on.
We want to hear from you. Cry.
Wait.
Klopp has never won Europa.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Yeah.
For a team like of his size.
He has played twice and he couldn't win it. First time he went to the finals. He couldn't win it. Second time. This time where we feel like he should at least have made it to. He should have won. Bayern Leverkusen. We were the best team.
Yeah.
Quotes.
You're the best team.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened at Anfield. Nobody can explain it because I feel like the style that Atalanta played at Anfield was phenomenal. Man marking, following everybody everywhere. Liverpool didn't have any option, and I feel the reason why we couldn't play through that defensive tactic was the players weren't running enough. They're not running into space. Nobody wanted the ball because everybody was afraid to make a mistake, which makes no sense. Playing the team like Liverpool, you should run, put your player away, another person covers your space, takes the ball, and you go forward. And the chances we got, even before they scored the first goal, in Nunez trying to chip the keeper with his outside foot, I feel like he has come so far that he took like 2 more steps back.
Yeah.
In that chance of what he wanted to do. Anyway, that already happened, and after that, I felt like there was no way we were going to be Atalanta in their home. I knew we could win that game, but not the matchup. We were not going to qualify. Even if we score 4, they are going to score 1. They would try to attack or something. So when I woke up, and I didn't even watch the game. They didn't bother.
Drama.
Because I've already.
Please explain to us.
Wait.
When you woke up in the morning.
Wait, yeah, I'm coming. Hold on. The United game, the FA Cup.
Yeah.
I watched it, heartbroken. When we came back, I think we played Sheffield first, and then we played United 2-2, heartbroken. And then we played Crystal Palace, heartbroken. Like all these.
Yeah, heartbroken, man.
Bruh. Like the stress that I'm going through for being a Liverpool fan is not good, and I feel like they've come so far. They've sold us dreams from the beginning of this season.
What kills, my brother?
Hope. They give us this hope.
And this is the last time you've been in these positions, and you know this will be the last time you've been in these positions.
Now, what do you mean the last time you've been in these positions?
Okay.
Time will tell. Exactly.
But these are the last times.
No, we
enjoy the ride of competing.
No. We see the future. The future is bright. The future truly is bright. And then, how do you call it? Salah. I woke up to see that one. Actually, woke up in the middle of the night. Looked at the time. It was 73rd minute, leading 1-0. I'm like, really? Okay, maybe we will score like 2 more goals in the dying minute and take it to extra time. I tried sleeping. I couldn't. I'm like, I'm not going to watch this game. Because I had this feeling if I watch it, as soon as I turn it on, Atalanta is going to equalize. So I'm just going to try and sleep. I woke up again, so the game is over 1. I'm like, charge it then. Then I watched the highlight where Salah got a chance over the top, 1-on-1 with the keeper.
Washed.
He's not washed.
That's washed.
He's just having a bad form.
He doesn't like the word.
No. He's having a bad form.
He's washed.
And it's
this is not form.
It's bossy.
This is not form. This is not
bossy
form.
of Klopp to bench him last game.
This is not form. He's washed.
It's the form.
I've seen Salah at his worst, and he still puts away chances.
It's
Salah almost injured, still puts away chances. He's still scary. This Salah.
Anyway, yeah, the trouble is over. Then that means we only have the.
Oh, you only know now.
Yeah, the energy drink.
So I have a question for you. I have a burning question for you.
Please do.
And answer with me with a yes or no. I don't want too much explanation.
Then ask the question in a way where I can answer yes or no. Don't ask the question in a biased way. I know you. Okay, hit me.
Did Klopp underachieve as a Liverpool coach?
No. Oh, now do you want me to explain?
Nope.
Okay. No. Oh, you want some explanation?
No,
you're good. Yes.
Gang. Okay.
Gang.
And then we had Leverkusen and Roma also going to the semi-finals.
Yeah. This is a repeat.
Yeah, so we'll have Roma versus Leverkusen, which is actually an interesting game because Roma is actually a side that has picked up some good form. True. I expect them to be a tough game. This one I think it'll be Leverkusen's toughest test because Roma is very good at sitting back. Yeah. And then
Rossi is doing.
He's doing like magic, right?
Yeah. So that's it from the Europa, and we had the semi-finals of the FA Cup: Chelsea versus Manchester City. City, who had not rested. Chelsea fresh, 12th on the table, still top.
No, I think yeah.
9.
No, ask him.
Why are you?
Where are you?
We're 9th, looking at 6th.
What do you mean? Why are you explaining?
Where are you? 9th looking at 6th.
Where are you?
So you're 3rd looking at 1st.
I'm actually 2nd looking at 1st. Okay, wait. Where's Sheffield?
They're last.
They are looking at
16th.
You have to. Listen.
that's not the question.
That's not the question.
That's not the question.
We don't know what you're looking at.
Where are you?
We're ninth.
Ninth Chelsea with rest, full rest, energetic, faced tired City and failed to put them out of their misery with Nicholas Jackson missing chance upon chance, and finally Bernardo Silva put City away, and with a controversial penalty call on Grealish. But yeah, you're in a Chelsea shirt. Please
Talk to us.
Explain your misery to us. They say misery loves company. We're here.
I'm here. You don't know anything about it, but I'm here for you.
Chelsea will never walk alone, you know. They will always have me.
Yeah.
They'll always have me. I think that game I think we were the better team. Positionally, not possession. Positionally, I think we took very good positions. We had very good chances. XG doesn't win you games. Enzo puts Jackson through, and Jackson managed to have a 0.00 XG on that chance.
Even Gallagher put him through with one chance.
Put him through, yes, and then Kopama also put him through, and anywhere else, that's a goal. But again, for me, it comes down to this. There are some times where I want us to succeed.
Yeah.
And there are times where I don't want us to succeed because I'm looking at the bigger picture. I don't think Pochettino is him. And a lot of Chelsea fans will be like, but we've gone to the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah.
We've gone to the FA Cup semi-final. And right now we've played 31 games. And West Ham, who is 8th, have played 34 games, and they're only 1 point ahead of us. So logically, you say, okay, you will get over West Ham, maybe finish 8th or 7th or maybe 6th. You know, that's why I said we're 9th, looking 6th, looking like 6th, or looking forward to.
We could qualify for the Conference League.
The 6th would get you Europa League.
No, I mean Conference League.
We're at 7th.
Yeah.
Would I mind that actually? We have too many young players. I wouldn't mind Conference League actually. We have. Did you see our team sheet? Versus
you wouldn't mind Conference League?
I wouldn't mind Conference League. Yeah.
Like for the kids, he means you
not
play.
Not for the Enzos. Like if you go to the final, okay. Then,
you play them.
But then, if not,
you play the kids.
I mean, why not collect all the? Because any European, like we went to Europa twice and we won it twice. So conference, I'm thinking we'll actually not play. They'll just give us the trophy before.
So you play the password names.
Yeah, like Angelo and these young kids, you know, that will come next year. I feel like they'll play those games. It will be good. We need more games for more players to play. The Madrid should have more game time, so I don't mind. But my thing is, if we make Europe in some sort, it means that Pochettino stays. And for me, bigger picture, you can't. Like it's like the same thing that Manchester United did last year with Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Right, he goes to FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Okay, he lost it. The previous year he won the FA Cup. So these minor wins gives you a thought of maybe let's hold on. There's something there.
Yeah.
For me, I guarantee Pochettino, there's nothing beyond what he is showing right now because simply we have too many young players that need structure and discipline. I don't see discipline from Madueke. I don't see discipline from Jackson. I don't see discipline from Enzo. I don't see discipline from all the players. Literally, we could miss an attack. And like there was a point where Jackson, Cole Palmer, and Madueke were 3. Somebody, I think Madueke missed a pass. 3 of them were there arguing. City was playing. Okay, so a coach on the sideline looks at that and says, okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're arguing for a penalty when this guy literally has not missed a penalty. If he wants to take the penalty, he takes it. He has to give you the ball. Right? So too many things. Like, for example, Enzo, right? You've had a long rest.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for Enzo not being fit. For me, he's one of his biggest problems is actually fitness. Because sometimes he leaves Caicedo on an island. Right? So there's no excuse if a coach, you've seen it all year, to not tell him he's not a star boy, but you're not able to impose what you want.
Yeah.
Like Enzo, you're probably the brain of the team. You and Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
There are times where Cole Palmer in certain games, in certain minutes, he literally just gives up. Maybe people
he's doing too much.
Yeah,
And
maybe people don't see it, but like for me, I would watch his body language when after he makes a pass. If the pass is complete or something, there's a lackluster behavior with the players in certain moments. So when things are clicking and everything is flowing, it's working. But like for example, we could be 2-up against a certain team. Like let's say for example against which team were we? Was it Leicester in the quarterfinals?
Yeah.
Right. We were 2-up, and then Jackson went to the corner, started doing some unnecessary tricks, flick, and stuff like that. For me, I love Pep. All right.
Yeah.
Business from minute 1 to minute 90.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I love De Zerbi. His business. He may not be winning at Brighton
right
but
now. Yeah.
trust me, if he's able to get his hands on these Chelsea players with the way he's disciplined, with the way he wants, you play within a system, and then your talents shine through.
Yeah.
He doesn't give you a second to breathe. That's what I want. If not, we will not establish a winning culture at the team. If Cole Palmer is a star boy, he can chill, he can do this. I remember we were playing Sheffield, we drew 1-1.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer was really bad. Why? Because he decided that he had scored the hat-trick versus Manchester United.
Yeah, okay.
So comes in with arrogance and pompousness, right? If
He's the guy. It's a cold world.
Yes. No, he is the guy. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Instagram is going mad.
Yeah.
This is the part where the coach comes in.
Yeah.
Listen, you're not him yet. See, there's sometimes when you look at certain teams, there are certain coaches, like for example, I'll say, I know I'm ranting a lot here, but
Go off.
When you talk about a coach like Ancelotti, right?
Yeah.
He's hands off with the players.
True.
But the players are hands on. When you see Valverde, did you see how
Vasquez?
This guy got injured yesterday? What's his name? The midfielder, my favorite. Yeah, Frankie.
Yeah.
Did you see why he got? Valverde literally crunched into him, right through him.
Yeah.
Valverde is one of the underrated players in a locker room, because not only does he show you his mentality on the field, he literally shows you. The first time he showed was against Atletico Madrid when he got the red card.
Yeah.
This is players that are made up of the right stuff. So when you have this type of players, we have that in one player, I would say, Gallagher.
Yeah.
But because the other players around are not of that mentality, you need the coach. See, when it comes to Real Madrid, even though he's 20 years old, I will give him credit. Bellingham. Forget the quality that I say he doesn't have right now.
Yeah.
The mentality he has is
top notch.
Same level as Cristiano Ronaldo. I keep saying it. They're not the same players. No. The mentality he has, when he doesn't have the ball, right? You would see he will make more tackles than completed passes. But what in his mind is, I would affect the game.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Some way.
Yes, I would affect the game regardless. When you see Vinicius, he makes a tackle and he goes to the fans like, let's go.
Let's go, yeah.
Let's go. So what does Ancelotti, what does he really have to do in the game?
Raise his eyebrow.
Just
raise
the eyebrow. Because Valverde is putting a shift.
Yeah.
There's a point in the game yesterday that I respected so much. Vinicius was going to go chase the ball, but Bellingham was not happy with how much effort he was putting to chase the ball. So Bellingham left his position, chased the ball for Vinicius, and told Vinicius to go to his side because the ball wasn't there.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
See, these are like mentality.
Yeah.
In these players, because they have the Toni Kroos, they have the Luka, they've been there, they've done that. They have the Rudiger.
Culture is the culture.
Yeah. Yes, they have a Rudiger who is he's willing to fight everybody. I mean,
everybody.
I mean, I think his wife would tell him like, "What were you pushing Lamine Yamal for? He's just
a kid.
16 years old. Like,
nah.
He probably has a kid that is close to him.
He's like, nah. He's an up. He's an up.
At this moment, he's
an up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm taking him down.
You have to come up. I could call every
single, even
Real
the
Madrid
bench,
player.
even the bench.
Yeah, even the players that we call up, that Nachos, the Vasquez.
Yes.
Yeah.
See his goal when he scored. See his celebration.
Yeah.
They mean it. They want to play. But a coach, that's why certain times a certain coach comes in and says, "Oh, I already have the monsters.
Yeah.
I don't have to do much."
Yeah.
So Ancelotti is actually the perfect coach. You don't have to be tactic. Nope,
Don't
they are
be
good enough.
animated, yes.
Yeah.
Leave them. Chelsea, they have quality.
But they're kids.
They're kids up here. Bellingham is a kid, age-wise.
No, okay.
He's not a kid up here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We have kids up here.
And
too many.
And if we go into the same light, do you think it's the same for? We will talk about this game now because of talked about Chelsea.
Yeah.
The Man United versus is it Coventry?
Yes.
Would you say the same for the boys there as well?
I think.
Is it the same case or it's a different case?
I think it's a bit different.
Because that one cannot be down to tactics. Why they came back 3-3.
I think.
I don't buy the thing where fans are saying it's Ten Hag's fault. Why the team blew away the 3-goal league, especially to a second division, a championship team.
Okay, for me, my thing with Ten Hag is it's too much. You drop the ball too many times. You get me? Like
so many times you'll be leading.
Yes. Or even playing negative. Like, I don't know. Did you guys see the Ten Hag of Ajax?
Yeah, the one that beat us 4-0, yeah.
Where the Timbers, right, who are playing centre backs, are literally standing at the midline.
Yeah.
High line.
Yeah.
Ball control, possession, positive.
Or is it that he doesn't have those kind of players at the
That's his excuse. Come on. No.
He has had 2 windows.
You can show us your identity.
With the wrong players.
Yeah, like Postecoglou.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Postecoglou is the one that actually people should actually be looking at.
Yeah.
The moment he gets the right players,
his team will be very scary.
League, Pep will struggle with him.
Dangerous.
I know we Arteta is doing his best.
Yeah.
But Postecoglou, because if you look at it, they ran down when Van der Veen
They started getting injuries. Yeah.
got injured because Van der Veen is the one that protects that high line. He's the
Yeah.
fastest player in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And Madison went out.
Yeah.
So they started dropping pace.
Yeah.
If they don't have that, or if they replenish, whereby they can have kind of similar players, profiles. Thank you. I think he is a mentality guy. Who doesn't talk, he's like Ancelotti, more tactics.
Yeah, with tactics. Yeah.
So for me, I don't want to waste too much time. Like Manchester United, if they don't fire Ten Hag, they are wasting another year.
And to agree with what you said about Pochettino, that sometimes you want them not to, you want Chelsea not to succeed, so Pochettino will be sacked. Yeah. That's what's happening to United right now, because Ten Hag is actually crossing the line, going to the semi-finals.
Yeah.
What if he wins that?
Yes, you'll be like, oh,
that would be so ironic.
Mark Goldbridge was on Twitter saying that, oh yeah, this is why we need Ten Hag. All the people who are saying that Ten Hag needs to be fired. Look, he has taken us to a final. These are the things, because it's these little wins that make them feel like
it's not a little win, because it's the FA Cup final.
I mean,
it's the FA Cup.
The entirety of United shouldn't be like fighting.
Yes, but
with Coventry, going 3 goals.
I agree. The game was entertaining. No,
as a neutral,
they could have lost.
They could have bad.
If not Onana standing on the referee say, hey, that's a goal. That's not a goal. But yeah, it was
just too close.
Yeah, but for me, for Manchester United, especially when it comes to Ten Hag, it's a 50-50 thing. Sometimes you see the light, but then you say some players need to go, and then Rashford needs to go.
Okay, who else?
Honestly, Casemiro needs to go.
I'm sure he'll be going.
At the back, you have Lindelof. Okay, I don't know between Varane or Lindelof, but I would say Lindelof because he's the least guy that plays.
Okay.
He needs to go. Luke Shaw needs to go. They need a replacement for him.
A reliable person.
Yeah, so they have almost like 7 players that need to go out. And then you bring but at the same time, Erik Ten Hag needs to bring in players that kickstart from the get-go. But yeah, I think he should stay, especially if he wins this FA Cup. What a way it will be for Arsenal fans. Manchester United finishing with a trophy.
Okay, that's a dilemma, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's very short-sighted. You win the FA Cup, right? But you know for sure going into the next season you're not going to compete for the Premier League.
Yeah.
I know that winning trophies is the biggest thing for fans, and I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
But then for longevity of the team, winning the FA Cups or the Carling Cup is not the mark of how good your team is.
Yeah.
How well can you compete for the Premier League season in, season out?
Yeah.
Nobody, if Ten Hag wins the FA Cup, nobody, even a blind person, will not choose Ten Hag over Arteta.
For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, Arteta, yeah.
So for me, you have to, at this moment, thank you.
Yeah.
You've won us the FA Cup. I don't think we can do much with you in the bigger picture. This is the problem. Rashford, for me, in my opinion, has fallen in this cycle of having consistent bad coaches, and he didn't grow to the level that he was supposed to.
Okay.
Now they have Garnacho.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
They have Maino, they have Højlund, they have really good core. Get them a proper coach that gets them playing attacking.
Yeah, Zizzo is a man that says he's interested.
Let's see.
In
And it
Manchester.
seems like Ten Hag seems to be targeting. Okay, I don't want to use the word targeting. Like subbing Garnacho off.
Yeah, and usually there's a stat where when Garnacho is subbed off, United have gone on to lose the lead.
Or draw, yeah.
Lose the lead. Yeah, but Garnacho, I do not know why he's doing that to Garnacho.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Garnacho knowing that he's the best player in the team.
But
So
he works hard.
He works hard.
He has
man.
tough boy.
So
mentality.
he's trying to maybe humble him. Yeah.
What?
Or
Why?
how?
As a coach, your job is not to humble one of your best players.
Yeah.
Your job is to win.
If you're Pep,
Yeah.
we'll give you a pass. Because
Yeah.
Pep will do that, and we're like, okay,
Yeah.
you won enough to have
to
that.
do
Yeah.
the
But not
experiments.
you, like
Yeah.
not Ten Hag, like
Yeah.
you don't get that pass.
Yeah, because even from that you would see Sancho is doing well. He's in this, and he was man of the match in the Atletico game. Yeah, there are those things, and then we have the EPL top scorer race. Top scorer race. We have Cole Palmer. It's a cold world. It's a cold world.
Yeah.
I hope all the Saka fans are listening to this.
Okay, is Cole Palmer better than Saka and
Oh,
Foden?
All day, all week. He's
And Foden.
Yeah, he's better than them. Not because of talent, but because of the responsibility and the impact that he's having.
Okay.
That's how I base somebody who's better than another player, not solely on talent.
For me, this season I'm based because this is the only season we've had Cole Palmer like the full season.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Cole Palmer this season better than Saka, definitely. As a whole, I feel maybe Foden might edge him, but
As a whole, what do you mean as a whole?
Foden.
What do you mean as a whole?
No, not disrespect to
Explain as a
Palmer.
whole.
No, not
No,
disrespect.
explain
Let
as
me
a whole.
explain. Yeah, you've asked explain as a whole. but
Yes.
I'm trying to
What do
explain.
you mean?
Okay, Foden normally plays out of position, to his preferred position, where he plays in a system where you need to be strict because we know Pep. You need to do what I'm telling you to do.
Yeah.
He was flourishing in the midfield when De Bruyne was out earlier in this season.
Yeah.
And when he came back, he needs to go on the right, come back in
Yeah.
and all that. I think Foden, from what I've seen, maybe it's the bias of seeing him for so many seasons. So because of what he has done for so many seasons, he has matured in my eyes.
Yeah,
and
he has,
he has added so many aspects to his football game that
Yes.
I think Kopama needs to add.
Like what?
What do you mean
Like what? Name them.
His finishing. I'm not saying. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not saying Kopama has bad finishing. There's this game. I've forgotten the game. I even told you that Kopama in that game wasn't so good because he was in very good positions. But if he was more composed in that game, he would have scored like 2 or 3 goals for Chelsea to win that game. I forgot.
I would say their finishings are both good, but Kopama's finishing is good.
Palmer is good. Again, I'm not saying the fact that I'm saying that Foden is slightly better doesn't mean that I'm talking down on Palmer.
No. I'm just trying to hear what is good because I don't agree with the finishing.
Out of the 3, I'm picking Foden first, Palmer second, and Saka third.
Because
not much difference between Foden and Palmer.
I would only excuse Foden because maybe at City he's not involved in the game so much, so maybe that's why he cannot.
And also, you should also know that some people flourish when they are in a team where like more responsibilities out on them.
Well,
that's where they flourish. Some players are like that.
Yes,
some players when they go to a team where
true.
you have to play your part, they become just.
I agree.
So I feel like yes, Palmer for what he's doing at Chelsea is phenomenal.
Yes, that's what makes him better than the rest.
No. This season
that's why
alone,
Saka is better than Foden, because
Saka,
the responsibility of Saka at Arsenal weighs more than Foden's at City.
What do you mean?
At City, you don't look solely on Foden to win games.
Okay.
At Arsenal, you do for Saka. Majority of the games, you look for Saka to win games.
You look for Saka, not Odegaard.
Odegaard is part, but Saka.
No, Odegaard is the one who is the orchestra. Saka is the one who.
Sometimes Odegaard does not create for Saka. Usually, sometimes, because Saka usually has to come out wide. Yeah, but Saka is.
But who is the main orchestra, conductor of Arsenal?
Creating chances, Odegaard.
It's Odegaard.
But winning games, I would give it to Saka.
He has to create the chance for Saka to finish it.
Sometimes
Saka
no.
is also a creator.
He's also a creator, but you
Saka
can't say
also
that
creates.
they look to Saka.
They look to Saka to
Saka
win.
is
the star boy. Is the name.
No, it's not the name.
Saka is the name.
Saka wins games for Arsenal.
Saka is the name because of the
It's not
previous
the name.
seasons. Wait,
it's not the name.
Because of the previous seasons where like when Odegaard wasn't him.
Even when having a bad game, Saka is a low version of Salah.
Yeah.
Even when he's not in form, he'll
provide
an assist and he'll score a goal.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm not taking anything away from Odegaard, but Saka is looked for.
Look for him.
They look to Saka. Even in the Bayern game, that's where maybe the exposed of Saka came, because everybody was expecting him to step up to the plate, and he came short.
No doubt about that. They expect more from him, but he's not the sole like as in Chelsea. Chelsea, if Palmer is bad, Chelsea is
a
bad.
different level. But yes,
as in Chelsea, if Palmer is
for
bad,
Arsenal,
Palmer is the guy at Chelsea.
For Arsenal,
without Palmer, Chelsea is
Arsenal has got
relegation zone team.
I agree with you.
But with Saka, you can't say that they look solely on Saka.
I think 60% they look to Saka.
Out of it's too much. They don't.
It's not. It's 60.
They can share
50% for Saka, and then the other 50% they share it among
the rest.
Odegaard will take 40%.
No, Odegaard will take. Odegaard takes 35. Maybe Martinelli 10.
Martinelli, what are you talking about?
Martinelli 5. Declan Rice. No,
Martinelli affects the game.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but he is not.
But Saka,
they don't look to Martinelli to win.
No, they don't look to Martinelli.
Actually.
Even Trossard,
I'll take 5% to Trossard. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trossard.
But Saka is the guy they look to, compared to Foden. If you had to put a metric for Foden,
okay, responsibility-wise, yes.
So
because
Saka,
of the team that
so
they
that's
are in.
No. Don't use because
if Foden was in,
Foden is in England. Foden is in England.
Okay, let me make this claim. If Foden goes to Arsenal, as Arsenal is correctly constituted, Foden is on the bench.
Because of the position that he plays.
I don't care. Name who he will bench.
Foden?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because of the position that he wants to play. No, the position he wants to play. He wants to play in the midfield.
Charlie, let's take the point to that bakery.
We have to take you to
You guys are awfully. You guys, okay.
Foden at Arsenal benches.
Let's be honest. The position that he wants to play,
which position?
In the 10 position.
Okay.
Odegaard is better than him in that position.
Okay.
And the other position where he could vie for would be on the
first 9. He'll play probably in the he played for City in the first 9.
But that's not his best position. He'll not get the best out of him.
I would play Kai Havertz over him.
Yeah, that's not his best position. And if you play him where Martinelli is,
yes, I would, because Kai Havertz gives me that height.
I
don't need Kai Havertz in the
Foden will drop in, try to dribble and look for someone to pass. When he's a false 9, then unless he expects Saka and Martinelli to cut in very well, and I think based on the style of play,
and coming down to my same point that Foden will be a bench player at Arsenal.
True, as a bench player at Arsenal.
Yeah.
It's the same as
Saka will start
it's the same as
Saka starts at Man City.
You're saying about responsibility. Foden is given the responsibility.
It's the same as Enzo going to Arsenal and being a bench player.
Yes, but no at the same time.
How
because he will bench Jorginho.
I actually think Enzo would go to Arsenal and start. Because
he'll bench Jorginho.
They will play Odegaard, Declan Rice, and Enzo, and they will play Enzo in a role.
The Jorginho role.
Yes.
Fair.
But
fair.
Saka goes to Man City and starts.
Yes.
Day one.
And you're talking about
Okay,
responsibility. In the England national team,
He'll be more productive.
Foden
He's a winger. The position, that's the thing. He's going to a position where there's no one there. Of course, he's going to start. Who plays the right wing for City?
Foden.
Which is
So
not
he's
his good
going
position.
to go there and bench.
Okay, so he's going to go there and compete with someone who is not. He's going to compete for the same position.
It goes
His
back to the
natural
reason
position-
of responsibility.
It's not responsibility. It's natural position.
No, we're talking about the
Foden is competing
responsibility.
with one of the best midfielders in the world for his position in KDB.
We agree. with
Whenever
that.
they give Foden his chance to play in those, for example,
When KDB got injured, did
Against-
he step up?
He did. We're
Okay.
not
For
disputing
me, yes.
that.
for me, this is my thing, right? That's stepping up of Phil Foden.
Yeah.
For me, it was purple patch. Foden is a good player. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he's not a good player, but in that 10 position, oftentimes he comes up short. He will end up scoring a banger,
Yeah.
or the run of play. City creates a chance, he puts it in and he shoots. But then, within the game itself,
Yeah.
he hasn't affected the game. So for me, that's my problem with Foden. Even within the team where he plays,
Yeah.
right? He will play on the right. Against Real Madrid, he played on the right. You go check. He played on the right. He played as a right midfielder.
Yeah.
KDB went on the right to give him that space, and then he went on the left midfield. Silva went on the right to play his position. So within the game, they keep on switching him to see where he could play better. He doesn't come up. Even against Real Madrid in the first leg,
Yeah.
all the hype is just because
Of the
he
goal.
scored a stunner.
Yeah.
Minus that stunner, he was a nobody. That's my thing about Foden. In the FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea, did you see Foden?
Did you see Foden? No.
No.
Kopama showed up.
Gallagher showed up.
My point. Gallagher played better, but
Yeah.
they're not the same position. That's
Oh,
the
okay,
same
okay.
argument we're making here. But Kopama, in my opinion, could play in this City team and be more effective because of what he can do on the ball.
Okay.
How many chances did Kopama in a limited where City has more of the possession? How many times will Kopama create a chance, or how many times will Kopama put somebody through? Jackson, 1-on-1, like the
Yeah.
chance. Foden will not create these chances in the game. No, he won't.
What
He just
do you mean
won't.
he won't? He never does?
Well, there's no evidence. Where's the evidence?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Where's the evidence of Foden? Look, see, the 10 of a Foden is a different type of 10. It's the different type of 10 that Odegaard or Kopama is. Odegaard and Kopama are the classic 10s where they come, they play the ball,
Yeah.
they enjoy the game, they are part of the game, and then they can put you through.
Yeah.
And then they can score. Foden has two facets of this game. Head down dribble because of low center of gravity,
Yeah.
and a powerful shot
shot.
because of a low center of gravity. So he doesn't create for others as he should.
doesn't. Okay, that I agree.
And then now
Yeah.
he's not as involved with the game as he should. And you say, oh no, City doesn't allow him to do. I digress, because why when KDB plays in that same position, he touches the ball a lot? Why is it that when other people play in that position, they get a lot of touches? There are times where Foden, we'll be watching the Real Madrid game, where Foden could turn into the space. He passes back, one touch. He plays hot potato, 2 touches, pepper.
Yeah.
No,
That I don't really agree.
So
but
yeah,
okay.
which goes to Kopama number 1, Saka number 2, Foden number 3.
I'll take Saka number 1. I'm gonna give Saka a pass,
Okay.
because I think he must be dealing with injuries.
We are talking this season.
No, this season's Kopama.
Yeah, that's because we can't compare 3
No,
seasons
no,
of
no, as
Saka.
players.
Oh, okay.
Like as a player,
But still, it's not enough. You can't compare 3 seasons of Saka because you've seen Saka so
what
many
I've seen
times.
of Kopama is
And
enough.
To compare for
Yeah.
3 seasons.
Yes, is enough.
Nah, I think
Kopama is-
Palmer,
Because-
Palmer is that good at just 1 season in a struggling team. Look at how he's shining.
Yes.
Give him that same consistency, game time. The sky is just a limit for him. So I think just compare this season, because it's unfair to Palmer to compare 3 seasons of Saka to 1 season of
What Palmer has done this year, Saka has never done it.
No, he
Let
said
me
he's
tell
giving
you.
Saka 1.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give Saka the pass. I'll give Saka the
But
pass
what-
because of his history.
What Palmer has
That's what
done.
you're doing. That's why I'm saying that's unfair to Palmer.
No. Like, as a player, I think Saka has been in tight spots. Not that he has come through in tight spots. I actually don't remember him coming through in tight spots, because for England he missed the penalty. For Arsenal, when they were supposed to go through for the Champions League the first time, he died down towards the end. For them to win the league
last season,
he died down, and this season he has kind of been dead the whole season. Yes, he's kind of been dead the whole season. He's just
popping up here and there.
I am thinking for this season I want to give him a pass, because I'm speculating that he has an injury that he has to go take time off and deal with and then come back. Foden, for me, has no injury. I'm just seeing holes in his game.
Okay.
It's not about playtime. It's not. He's been given maximum playtime this season.
Okay.
So I'm seeing holes in Foden's game, and I'm not really. There are holes in Cole Palmer's game.
Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes physicality, sometimes mentality, but I think coaching change and stuff like that. But I don't see too many holes in Cole Palmer's game.
No, he is.
Yeah.
That's
it's a cold world we live in. It's a cold world.
Unfortunately, it's as Chelsea.
But there's a saying going that if Leverkusen go unbeaten, both in the league and in the treble run,
season,
that this could compare with the great Barcelona's and Bayern's treble winning teams. What do you think? If they go unbeaten in all of these things,
I think it's not quite that, because they shouldn't be put in that conversation.
Why?
Because Barcelona finished it with 6 trophies.
Okay.
They lost, but they finished it with 6 trophies.
Yeah. The 6 trophies is including Leverkusen could.
They still could,
because they still face the winner of the Champions League first, so they could get 6.
They could. So maybe there's a little bit of pay for them to enter.
But then let's just say the official treble, the original treble, treble.
Okay. The quality for me is not the same.
What?
I feel it's not about the quality of the player. I think it's the fairy tale story that makes it lovely. It's beautiful to.
I'm not denying, but what I saw with Barcelona. Come on, like what I saw with Barcelona.
They were like,
you could defend, you could do everything you wanted.
You still lose,
and you still lose.
Wait, is it because they're doing it in the Europa? Maybe that's why you're downgrading it.
That's another thing as well. They're doing it in the Europa. They're doing it in the Bundesliga. Okay,
but
Dortmund is in the semi-final, so you have to give them more.
Bayern is also in the semi-final.
So they have 2 in the semi-final. So I get it. I have to give a lot of credit is given to them, but we had a generational player in Messi, generational player in Xavi, generational player in Iniesta.
Remember, I'm seeing the generational players right now in Leverkusen.
Beginning, you never know. Frimpong.
The guy is good. Frimpong is
Florian.
good.
No. Florian.
No. I just called Messi.
No. Frimpong is obviously
okay. I feel like
Verts.
Xhaka.
Xhaka is the foundation.
In hindsight, yes, we had the generational Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi. We are not comparing. We are not comparing that they are on the same level. We are
saying their achievement,
not individual.
And doing it unbeaten in all 3.
And as like a team as Leverkusen, it's not like
something.
Bayern,
it's not something you expect.
It's not a City. It's not a Real Madrid. It's like a team as Leverkusen.
They will come one tier lower.
I think the story, yes, is on that level. Yeah. But when we are looking at the team by team, they, like it's a 1 tier lower. But the story and the achievements around it, yes, the same thing.
Because that Bayern team, went with
Heinkens,
come on,
but still couldn't go undefeated.
Yeah,
okay, that's the part where you're like Leverkusen.
Yeah,
well done.
That's the story around it.
It's but again context. Who are you playing? Because Bayern were playing
the BVB at the time, but still Leverkusen are facing teams better than them in BVB and
the BVB now is not the BVB
and in Bayern.
But even Bayern did it in the Champions League to win the Champions League. Like once you win the Champions League, you can't compare it to the Europa League.
Yeah,
that's one. And who they had, like the competition is the context. I think back then the quality of the players back then
well rounded.
Yes, were much better than now. So we give them credit. This will be for the kids that are watching football. Leverkusen is they've given them a team that they could all call in their history. Like, oh, I was
there.
I watched it. I was there. But I'm sorry, I've seen better. I'm sorry.
All right, but for me, honestly, they have really impressed me. Especially doing it undefeated.
No doubt.
Is something
Don't
that's...
jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
Come on, man.
Anyways, we hope we didn't jinx it. But yeah, them going undefeated to win all these trophies will be really crazy.
I'm looking.
That's the thing. Even West Ham, even though they had qualified in the dying minutes.
It's like it's written in the stars. That's why it looks like.
They can't lose. Yes. So
even the goal against West Ham was a deflection, and then last second corner, they equalized versus Dortmund. Hummels was so angry.
Because I'm sure everybody in Germany were like, okay, you've won it,
but let's not look at you
lose.
Yeah, because to be greater than the Invincibles of Arsenal.
Definitely.
Come on.
No, I just wanted to. Not even
a conversation. Definitely.
Better than Mourinho's 15.
It's not because let me hide my Chelsea badge.
No, the Mourinho 15 is different.
Just be objective. It's better than Arsenal.
Better than Chelsea's 15 goals in a season.
Ooh, that's difficult, man.
Yes,
that's difficult.
Undefeated.
It could possibly. If they win 3.
Wait, they have to win.
You're talking about the unbeaten.
Just unbeaten season. Oh no, that's not enough.
15 goals conceded.
15 goals is more impossible.
Okay.
Than going undefeated for 34 games.
Yeah. How many games do you play in the...
For Leverkusen?
No, how many games do you play in the Premier League?
38.
See 38 and think.
You considered 15.
No,
we considered
it's
more
an
than
impossible
one
feat. I agree. But for Leverkusen going undefeated.
It's not like
United has conceded how many goals in
like
60.
It's not like we considered one goal in every single match. No, there are certain games where we consider more than one goal. So that means that less than 15 games. Come on.
So that would be better than Liverpool's trip. Oh, you didn't get a quadruple. I thought.
But wait.
Better than Liverpool's 30-year long run.
If they go the treble, are they better than Real Madrid's treble?
Personally, for me, I see.
But you have a treble.
Wait, listen. Oh no, no. We have a treble. We have a treble of UCL.
He was gonna explain.
We have a treble of UCL. The treble that I understand is a treble of UCL.
That's a three-peat. That's not a treble.
But okay. Comparing to the
no. We are not entertaining. No. Let's move on.
All right.
So you don't have a treble.
We don't have a treble, man. We don't have a treble. Yeah. El Clasico was the word of the day. Jude Bellingham was the name of the day. But somehow they gave the man of the match to Yamal. Like even Lucas Vazquez was the best player on the pitch. Like I do not understand.
Okay, for the first time when it comes to these things, I agree with you. When it comes to Vazquez was the best. Either Vazquez or Valverde. For me, were the best players on the pitch. You could give some kudos. I think Yamal in the first half.
Yeah.
Well, Camavinga.
He
was getting cooked left and right, and
I
think.
I only saw that once.
No, I feel like his change of pace was way too much for.
There was only once. The thing is, when it was down to a counter attack, it's because Camavinga was coming from an attacking position, so now he had to chase.
A counter attack, even in the box, the way he touches and beats him with the pace.
He stops the ball,
then boom.
Camavinga is right in front of him. He's like, okay, cool, 1v1. Now I'm gonna eat you, and he eats him. And
his change of pace
could go left or right, because Camavinga was trying to not make him come inside to his left foot, and then he's like, all right, cool. Yamal surprised me, because for me, I felt like Yamal is more of a finesse type of player.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the raw pace. Yesterday he showed me otherwise. Where I'm like, okay, if he has,
beating with pace.
Because for me, my limitation on him is that he could end up being a Mahrez type player, not raw pace, but the skill. Gets you off balance and then they beat you, right? Consistently.
Yeah.
But if he has
the pace,
raw pace, okay, it's done.
He looks scary.
It's done.
Once
he's 19, 20, it's done.
For a 16, 17-year-old, it's very.
If Barca don't overplay him like what they did to Pedri.
No, Pedro was a combination of Spain, Barca. Yeah,
He's also Spanish now.
yeah, but there are few.
And
The Olympics are coming
he
up.
starts
Yeah.
for Spain, so
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
don't overplay him, he's still young. He needs the body to grow.
Yeah, what happened to Fati and all those other guys
Yeah,
overplaying
yeah.
him here? But yeah, so the Madrid game ended the league finally.
Yeah.
Jude won the league for us.
You're big up.
So
Okay.
yeah,
I want to ask him a question because I'm sure our followers know he's not a big fan of Jude. yet.
exactly. He's not a Jude believer.
He's
No.
okay, I just want to say this. El Clasico, even though yes, the hype is not the same,
Yeah.
but it's still a big match, a big fixture in football all over the world.
Even the quality was good.
Yes,
quality
for
was
him
impressive.
to score 3 goals in two El Clasicos,
Yeah.
do you give him at least some flowers this time?
Yes. Even the type of goals
Yeah.
that he scored, especially the screamer, which I still blame Ter Stegen, but okay, it's just
Give it to him, man.
yeah, I'll give it to him. This goal actually, for me, I'm more impressed with the 3-2 goal than I was with the 1-1 goal.
Okay.
And you'll be like, how?
Yeah.
That goal was no. For me, just the context. This boy just played 120 minutes Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday. You played the second
Tuesday.
time.
They played first.
Yeah.
You played first?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
No, Wednesday.
No,
we played the
Wednesday, yeah.
second
Barca
day.
and
Second, yeah.
they played the second one.
Second day. Barca
Yeah.
played first and then
Barca and Dortmund played first.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my bad. So Wednesday, that makes it even worse.
Even worse,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he runs. There's no point. There are times where he would walk, but like it's just 2 seconds for him to get his breath and then keep going.
Yeah.
So there was a point where Barcelona had scored the 2-1, and then Ancelotti changed.
Yeah.
Made some few changes. Diaz and the left back,
Frank Garcia.
Frank Garcia, yes, quite nice actually.
Yeah.
And they started putting pressure on Barcelona,
Mm.
and then they got their second goal from Vinicius' assist.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, a draw is good.
Yeah, it's good.
You're 8 points, 8 points clear, right? A draw is good for you. You win the league from here, no doubt, if with a draw. And I saw Bellingham go to the other box to defend versus, I think, was it Yamal or somebody? Right. He literally went to go help Frank Garcia.
Yeah.
And then within that same play, you can check.
Lose their sprint back.
Within that same place when he scored the 3-2. All right. For me, again, that comes down to what I always give him credit for
Yeah.
is the fact that he is a 90 minutes player. That's why he's a player. Even if he's not playing well, I still think his technical abilities needs refining. They're still raw. There are times where yesterday I could see glimpses of not so bad technical
He's
Zizo.
improving.
Glimpses of
He's
Zizo.
improving.
You see
There are
Zizo.
glimpses of very good quality
Yeah.
touches in certain areas. One,
You're
two
happy,
touch-
man.
The thing is, I think as a player, he has gotten into the Ronaldo mode way early than Ronaldo got into Ronaldo
yeah.
mode.
Yeah.
What I mean is Ronaldo was very how should I say, aggressive on the ball at Manchester United and aggressive on the ball at Real Madrid. But as the age continued and his talent waned a little bit,
Yeah.
it became more 2 touches
Yeah.
and
one,
go into the
two.
box.
Yeah.
So Bellingham has watched all the last tapes of Cristiano Ronaldo and has modeled his game to be a 2-touch 10.
He doesn't.
Yes,
Release it.
even there are times where if he drops deep, there are times where I feel like he could have used the disguise pass to Cruz, going diagonal, going forward. Now he'll go back to Rudiger. In his mind, I don't know if he thinks about it too much.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to make a mistake, and I feel like that's just not exciting. It's just not exciting. He's not gonna try harder, and he's on a team that is good enough to he can do that and get away with it. I think if he was on a team that is not as good and he tried that, I think at some point people are gonna complain because you're the star boy.
Yeah.
Do something.
Carry it forward.
Do
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
more than what you're doing. But on this team with Vinicius being the one who wants to always be excited.
Yeah.
You have Rodrigo who will do
Yeah.
some exciting stuff.
Yeah.
You have Modric who try to do the control and cruise. So he's allowed to do that. But for me, what I'm most impressed with which I'll give him. He has an 11/10 mentality. 11/10, and scoring that goal, the way he scored it actually with the left foot. Roofing. You can say maybe the way he made contact. That's why the ball went up there. Was it intentional? Like KDB was in that tight space and he intentionally roofed it. I say 50-50. He could have meant it like that, or he didn't.
We never know.
But I will give you the credit that he was there with that much energy, sprinting to the ball to finish that chance. So right now, I'll give him as a midfielder. I'll give him. Last time I was like, he's a 7.5. I'll give him 8 as a midfielder right now.
Okay.
He's improving his
game.
We are
going up.
But he's not.
He's turning into a Jude believer.
Slowly.
Against Bayern need to be more, you know.
He's more convincing.
Some people.
The thing is, for me, I never. If the player has that talent, I will tell you what talent he has. But then I will tell you what game he has now. Jude Bellingham, for me, if he's an 8 and he's played as an 8 going forward, he is probably the best 8 you could want to have as a team, talent-wise. But if you play him as 10, he's a lot limited, and you will not get a world-class player on the ball. You will not get that. You will only get a hard-working Gallagher, high-grade Gallagher.
So a better Gallagher.
As a 10, as a much better Gallagher. As a 10.
I'll go on and say this. I think Jude is not being helped by Vini and maybe Rodrigo, but I think he plays better with Rodrigo than with Vini, because Vini, I think, is chasing the top scorer.
He's a bit selfish.
He's a bit, so there will be sometimes Jude will be in a good position, but Vini will not give the pass, or Vini would want to shoot. Because there are even some moments where Vini would have ended this game by passing the ball to Diaz. Play it simple with your left foot, because it's on your left foot. Play it to Diaz, tap in for Diaz. The game is done. So he's not being helped, because Jude will always be in a good position to actually finish a chance, but Vini will not help him sometimes. But anyways.
Also, actually, I noticed, I think Jude should be the penalty taker for Real Madrid.
Yeah, Vini's penalty taking is not so good.
It's actually...
It's questionable.
The one against Barca was...
Very questionable.
Yeah, Ter Stegen was just late.
Against, was it there in the City... penalty shoot?
No. He was subbed.
All the penalties that I've seen him take.
That one was shaky.
Final, that you guys beat Barcelona 4.
Okay.
It always looks like if the goalkeeper.
The microsecond.
But when it comes to Jude, there's just this composure. Even if he misses, you feel like
he knows what he's doing.
I think he should be the penalty taker, but Vinicius will not let him.
No, don't.
So
with all that being said, it has been a good Jude day. We wish you all the best. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
And share. We're out.
All right.